remember this because this is your first machine learning model, so this is the first time you're going to use this fit method, and then you're going to see you're going to use it all the time, whether you're going to do neural networks or anything in artificial intelligence. The method that we're going to use to train our regression model is the fit method. And how do we call such a method? Well, first we have to take the object itself, regressor, and then add a dot, and then add the method itself, which is fit, and add some parentheses. So as a reminder, the fit method here is a method of the linear regression class, and I remind also that a class indeed has a couple of not only instructions but also tools, and these tools are called the methods, and these tools complete some actions like training a model on a certain training set or predicting some future results, on the test set. So that's the first method, and you'll see that then we'll use another method. All right, so basically, this fit method will train this regression model, the simple linear regression model, on the training set. And now, as you might guess, the only thing that's missing here and that we have to enter in the fit method is, of course, the training set itself. However, we have to enter it in a certain way because the fit method expects a certain format of the training set. And this format is, of course, the couple of xtrain and ytrain. Right? I remind that xtrain contains the features, the independent variables of the training set, and ytrain contains the dependent variable vector of the training set as well. And the fit method here expects exactly the training set in this format, with first the matrix of features xtrain, and second the dependent variable vector. Xtrain and ytrain, just like that. All right, so now what I suggest is that we run all the cells because we haven't run any cells so far. So we're going to do it because indeed when we're going to run the cells, something will happen in the output. So let's see. First, we have to import the libraries where we import NumPy, Matplotlib, and Pandas. Then we import indeed the dataset. Make sure to have it uploaded in Colab. Then step 3, we were going to split the dataset into the training set and the test set. So there we go. Now we have xtrain, xtest, ytrain, and ytest. And since we have xtrain and ytrain, well, we can now train the simple linear regression model on the training set by calling this fit method taken from the regressor object of the linear regression class. Here we go. Let's play the cell. And as I told you, there is something in the output. That's just to say that indeed the linear regression model is created. And that's the default parameters. You don't have to worry about them. But there you go, congratulations! You actually built and trained your very first machine learning model. I'm super excited for you. I remember how excited I was the first time I did this. So there you go, I know the feeling, but be aware, my friends, that this is the first, but definitely not the last machine learning model that you're going to build. We're going to build many others, more complex, of course, and for any types of applications. So, by the end of this course, you will know how to do anything in machine learning. And that's why we really want to provide code templates for you to be efficient on how to play with them. Okay? So, congratulations again. Now we're going to proceed to the next step, predicting the test set results. And for this, we're going to use a new method. And so now I would like you to take action. I would like you to try to predict the test set results before we do it together. And I'm going to give you a little hint, even if you can look at it online. Well, the method that you have to use to predict new observations is the predict method. As simple as that. They chose some simple terms. So there you go. Try to implement that before me. That's your little exercise here. And we will implement the solution together in the next tutorial.